So, in the world of sales and networking, you always are trying to segment out your prospects. And you use this in a CRM system, in a marketing automation system, anything. You're segmenting out those people. LinkedIn can really help you segment out those leads as well. So, when it came to one of my old jobs, my job was to meet with companies that fell between $10 million to $100 million in revenue, which we could tell was between 10 to about 300 people that were employed, and I'm looking for people in C-level positions at companies that use some sort of marketing and use emails. So that was kind of a really broad thing. And if I looked at a list of phone numbers and names and just started calling them, odds are I would have very small luck on actually making the right connections. So what I did instead was I segmented my prospects using LinkedIn. And here's how I did it. I use the company information, which, if you ever notice on LinkedIn, and you can go on and do it right now, you can go on there, and if you see where those people have posted their experience, there's usually a link to the company that that business is. So if you click that company, you're going to go, oh, great, fantastic. So it's going to pull up the company LinkedIn page. This LinkedIn page is going to have on the right hand column, it's going to have the number of employees that are currently registered to this company on LinkedIn. This gives you that how many people work at this company bit without you having to use like data.com or some other data patching service. And it may be out of date. So this is a current way to look at that information. Then you're also going to be able to see if that company falls within your target market. So that segmenting part of it. If I'm looking for businesses that are in real estate and I find out that this business that I didn't know the name of is actually in technology, all of a sudden this isn't such a good phone call. But if I happen to find out that this is a real estate agency that I never knew about, it's a great way to get there. If I'm looking for someone that has more experience in a company, I know that a first year person is likely not going to have the purchasing power of somebody that has been there for 5 to 10 years. So when I look through the experience of someone on LinkedIn, I'm going to know that I can go in there and see how long they've been at the company. This gives me that segmentation part. If I see they've only been there for 1 year, I realize I have to ask them, who else do I need to talk to make this decision? It may be them. Great way to do it, and a sales trick is there anyone else we should bring in this conversation that'll help you make the decision? If the answer is yes, then you want to talk to that person because they're the ones who actually going to sign the contract. If not, then you found the right person and maybe they just don't have a lot of experience at the company. If you're looking to talk with the CMO, CFO, CEO, head of marketing, VP of sales and marketing, these job titles are readily available right on LinkedIn. A business card can expire, can have bad information, so can other online resources. But people in the LinkedIn world get to update their info themselves, so typically it's up to date. Not all the time, but typically it is. If you're wondering what a certain position means, you're going to be able to also find this underneath their experience on LinkedIn. So say I'm looking for someone who handles email marketing, social media posting, all of that. I look for that in their experience. A lot of people use that as resumes, and it tells a great story of what they do. So I'm able to see, well, they're working on these projects, they're in these type of things, I'd be a great fit. I can really drill down on what my customers do. I can also look about news and announcements over their company by following their company. If they're posting something that's really valuable that we may be able to help with, I hop on immediately and find the right person by using the above things and then go, hey, I saw this news article about you. Could we talk? Because I think I'm going to be able to help. And then any other additional information you're looking at. You may be looking at city, you may be looking at state, you may be looking at stuff that is in their company, products they go over, website links, other links to social media. All of that can also be found to help you really segment those customers and bring this great overview of what each customer can bring to the table and making sure you're talking to the right person instead of wasting your time talking to someone who is just going to tell you you need to talk to someone else.